Alright, guys. So this is part 4. We're just going to get right into it. You can watch part 1, 2, and 3 to catch you up to this point. But part 4 is about the blackmail. So I'd gotten to the point where I had people volunteering to help me. Different services I found, but they were on Facebook and sending me through Facebook messengers to my new account that they were able to help me and that they were hacker recovery experts and all this stuff. I also found some of them on Google, but there was about 3 of them that I was working with, and basically the same thing happened with all 3. Uh, they got to a point where they were demanding that I pay them a decent amount of money in order to pay to have them hack back my account and get me access to it again. But even though all 3 were able to access my account and show me that they accessed my account, not a single one was able to hand it to me or show me that it was truly my account. Sure, it was my pictures, but there were some strange things on there too. When I looked up these people's profiles, they said they had like 5 million followers or like 1.5 million followers. But interestingly, it wasn't where the followers thing is. Like they wrote it in there, so it kind of fools you at first. But when you actually look at their followers and their friends, there's like 5, and it's pretty much a fresh account. It doesn't have a lot of history on it, and the more you look at their pages and stuff, the more suspicious they become. And the more questions I asked, there were reasonable questions, like why you have the name of a Japanese woman when you're a white man, and not getting answers to those questions that made any sense. There was a lot of signs there that I had to be careful. So I wasn't going to let them help me by paying them until they'd actually helped me. When they helped me, I was fully intending on paying them, no problem. But not a single one was actually able to give me access back to the account yet. They were the ones who had access. So the guy started to get harassing, the main one who I was dealing with. And he called me literally at every hour of the day. He called me every half hour, 24 hours through. At 2 in the morning, at 2:30 in the morning, at 3 in the morning, at 3:30 in the morning, demanding that I pay him the money for his service, which he didn't do. He claims he did it. I didn't have access to my account. There's no service completed. He wanted me to pay him, and he started harassing me, calling me constantly, texting me constantly, and blowing me up. I could have blocked him, but there was a part of me that was still hoping that he was going to be able to access my account, no matter how he did it, even if it was a shady way he got it back. At this point, I was happy to be able to get it back, so I wouldn't have actually paid him had he actually done what he was saying he was going to do. But it started to become clear that the account that I thought that he had accessed, that maybe he just made it out of like my pictures and stuff and made a new profile that looked like the profile that was stolen. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what happened with that. But the takeaway with that one is that all 3 of the people that were dealing with me spoke of the same system on the dark web where they can purchase anybody's Facebook account access that they wish to have. So even if you have 2-factor authentication, it doesn't matter. They can override that stuff. It doesn't make any difference at all, which I did have. So once he realized that I wasn't going to pay him, he started to get angry. He started to call me a faggot, started calling me names, started harassing me, telling me that he's going to destroy me, that he has access to everything. He's already proven it, which is what he told me. And then he started sending me private pictures on my telephone. So he had accessed my Messenger account where I had sent naked pictures of myself to people that were interested in seeing naked pictures of me. And it was a mutual thing. It wasn't hurting anybody at all. And it wasn't, it's just something that gay guys do. You just have to deal with it. That's something gay guys do. They do that a lot. So it's pretty common. Those pictures now, he told me I was going to have to, I could have paid him $500 and been fine, but now since I refused to pay him the $500, the amount has moved up to $1,500, and then he wants me to pay him $1,500 for him not to share my pictures to my friends and my family members. And he has access to my friends and family members' contacts through my account that he hacked into through my friends list. And I was mortified. I mean, who wouldn't be mortified about that, right? I mean, nobody wants that sort of thing shared with their family and with their friends, you know. I mean, a lot of my friends already got them, let's be real, but the people uh, who didn't get them purposely because I wasn't appropriate to send that to them, I didn't want them to get that sort of uh, content sent to them by me. And I didn't want my reputation to be ruined even more than it was already going downhill. I don't personally see anything wrong with sexual positive people, but there are a lot of people out there and people in my family and stuff that are very against that sort of thing, wrongfully, but they're very against it, and I just didn't want any of that. I didn't want to deal with any of that, and I was embarrassed about it. I mean, I'm not embarrassed about like being naked or what I look like naked. I'm just embarrassed that people who aren't are getting unsolicited pictures like that. For me, it's embarrassing. So I thought really hard about what to do. My good friend Suzanne talked to me deeply about it and really gave me good advice. And she said, "Don't give them crap. Don't give them any money at all. And whatever they do with your stuff, then let them do it." So she said to report it to the police, which I did do. So I called the police. I told them what had happened. I told them where I was at, how I was being blackmailed, I was being extorted, and they did take it seriously. They took a report down, and there was multiple reports. There's also a lot of police reports that were filed against me, but not really against me, like my imposter. The police were. I called the police on myself and told them, "Hey, there's somebody pretending to be me and taking money from people and stealing from it, and I'm afraid I'm going to get arrested. So I'm reporting myself to the police so that we can clear this up now, and I can show you that it's not me, and we can try to sort out together what's going on." And the police did take those reports, and they did kind of to back me up, which was good. They also gave me access to the FBI's cybersecurity team, where I filed multiple reports with them and worked with them a little bit about with all this stuff. So now we're at the point where I'm being blackmailed, and then I went back and reported this stuff again to the lawyers that I was planning on suing Facebook that now I'm being blackmailed, and then also to the police department and the FBI that now this had moved on to a point of further criminal activity happening on here. Now, this is like over a month into it now, and I still have yet to hear a word from a single human being at Facebook. Mind you, every single day I filled out the report again and my account was hacked. I filled out the feedback report saying there's something wrong. I shook my phone, so if you don't know on Facebook, if you're having a problem like a technical error at any point, you can shake your device, and when you shake your device, it sends you into a part where you can report technical difficulty, and it screenshots what's happening there and records the data so that it can send it to Facebook so it can study it and see what technical difficulty you had and why it happened. I did a lot of phone shaking over the last couple months. I've gotten pretty skilled at reporting that thing. And also, I've tried everything I could with Meta, trying to get a hold of them and report it. So I still haven't heard from a single person in Facebook, and now it's only getting worse and worse and worse. Now I'm being extorted and blackmailed, and my identity's been stolen. They're defaming me, pretending that I'm somebody that I'm not, and discrediting things that I've done in the past. And it was really a big shit show that was going on, and there's no excuse for it. No excuse at all. Facebook never should have let this happen. This is 100% Facebook's fault. I had two-factor authentication in. In addition, I was Meta verified with my driver's license and my credit card, and I was nowhere near Chicago when my account was accessed from Chicago, and I'm the original account holder. My location's on. You can see that I'm in my hometown where I say I am, and somebody has just changed my email, my phone number, my passwords, and deleted all the connected devices within a few minutes from Chicago, nowhere near where I'm located. And then you send me emails, and I click on all 4 emails and it wasn't me, and this person was still able to get through and get all of that stuff. and completely access my account, despite all of the things that were not right with that situation. And their AI system decided that was okay. It's absolutely insane. So Suzanne advised me not to give the hacker, not the hacker, well, he was one of the hackers, not to give the blackmailer a dime. And what she said, which was right, is that if you give them money, they're not going to not send the pictures. They're going to see how much more money they can get out of you. And they're going to keep doing it and keep trying to steal and take from you. So she was right. She said it's better to tell them, no, you're not going to pay them anything, and let them send the pictures out. And I thought really hard about it. I didn't want that to happen, but at this point, it's going to happen anyway. And I'm either going to pay a lot of money for it to happen, or I'm not going to pay anything for it to happen. And I'd rather not pay anything for it to happen. So I told the hacker that I don't allow bullies to push me around and make me do anything, and that he can send those pictures to anybody he wants, but I'm not going to send him a penny at all. And so he wanted me to see that he was serious, and he did send those pictures out to certain people. And most of them were just bad choices he made. There were people that I had previously sent some of those pictures to anyway, and they were perfectly fine getting them, and some of them even asked for more. So that was a better scenario than it could have been. There was a couple people that I really didn't want to get them that did get them, but they were understanding, and they more felt bad that this happened to me than they were mad at me for them getting them. So that's good advice for you. Don't ever pay a person not to send stuff. It's not worth it. Everybody jerks off. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Don't let them extort you and try to get money out of you, because it's just going to keep happening over and over. So I reported the hackers, the new hackers. These aren't the hackers. These are the Facebook helpline people, the account recovery team people. There's 3 separate people. And I reported them to Facebook saying these accounts were scams, and that what the problems were. I had screenshots of our entire conversations and everything, including them using the Facebook logo and saying that who they are is not who they are. And all the dialogue of them talking about how they're hacking into Facebook, and Facebook has their stuff available to be purchased. Sent all this stuff to Facebook and reported those accounts so they would be shut down, so they wouldn't hurt people besides me. And guess what Facebook did? Facebook sent me a letter back for each of the people I reported and told me that they looked into these accounts and that there was no suspicious activity and the people verified who they were, and that I can't report those accounts again, and that those people, there's going to be no punishments or anything handed over to those people. People that I just sent you all the evidence you could possibly see that they were scam artists and that they were extorting people, and that I was one of those people that this happened to, and that they were hacking into your Facebook system. I gave them all the evidence they could possibly need for that, and they found no issues with that. But me making a new account when I already have an account, that's too suspicious. So I got shut down. So I'll tell you what we do next on the next part coming up. I'm going to tell you how I eventually did finally get a hold of Facebook and what I had to do to get a hold of Facebook, and then continue telling on the process of what I went through to get where I got, which isn't very far. And hopefully other people this happened to will join me in the fight against Facebook and have them fix their broken, unsafe, unsecure, dangerous system. All right, thanks for listening to me babble, and hopefully it wasn't too much.